this is the great thing about having had so much therapy, I think, is that I'm not really afraid of being a human being anymore. And by what I mean by that is I know that I've made mistakes and I know I've done stupid stuff in my life, but I also don't think I'm a bad person just because of those things, that's, but I think, and I also know that that's the same for everyone, right? I think everyone lives with that stuff. Nobody is perfect. Everyone has a dark side and a darkness within them that I think has to just be acknowledged, right? And so I think that's what I've learned more and more over the years, that it's okay to acknowledge that and to accept that that's just part of the human condition. And so that, when it comes to writing songs that might touch on that subject of shame and regret and guilt, I think it's fine. It's just okay to put it all out there. It seems to me like the narrative in our world is changing as well. Like that, those kind of things were much more stigmatized, even like 10 or 15 years ago. I think there's gradually been a shift in trying to accept our frailties more as human beings.
No, but the thing is, if you because you were saying it's always something that comes to haunt you, and like I said, I'm afraid they're going to break out and pin me to the floor. Can you relax a bit more? Have you feel totally at ease with with the road that you've traveled now?
That's a very good question. I think for the time being, I feel like I don't actually know. I don't know what the answer to that question is. I really don't. I mean, I feel like the road I've traveled has made for a very interesting life so far.
Yeah.
It's given me lots to, it's, for example, people say about addiction, they say, oh, would you rather have never been an addict? And the honest truth is that I would much rather have been an addict and have got well from it, because I think the experience of going through it forced me to learn about myself in a much deeper way than I ever would have done. And it also, I think, probably gave me a degree of humility that I would otherwise not ever have had. So I think, I suppose we are our stories, we are our experiences. Yeah. And like I said earlier on, I do feel like my life is more in balance now. It's not perfect, and it's not like I sort of live every day kind of full of joy and stress-free and all of that, and things can definitely trigger me and make me unhappy, but I'm definitely better at coping with that. I cope with it in a more measured and realistic way.